Hey everybody, Steve Morse here. I'd like to talk to you about DiMarzio, how it fits in with pretty much every guitar I've ever played, and a long history. 40-something years ago, I think Larry and I got together and I had a pickup that was sounding okay, but it was feeding back. And I said, can you help me with this? They said, not only can we help you with this, we can make something better. And they did. And there it lives on all my guitars, including my Frankentelli. We went on to include DiMarzio pickups in every position. One of the sounds I'm looking for is a contrast. You know, this is my lead pickup. It's a humbucking. It doesn't sound real honky, mid-rangey, and it's got some high end to it. So I can do things like just my lead. All I'm doing is changing the tone control. Next is my neck position pickup. Warm and just warm and beautiful. And it's the one that I use for all this kind of stuff. The vocal sounding. And if I go down lower, I switch. Back to this. By having two pickups that get the best of both worlds. And think about it, the guitar has a huge range. Down low, you're way below the range of most vocals. And up high, when you're in the vocal range, you can get that beautiful, silky, melodic tone. And as I'm getting down lower in pitch, I start to get a little too fat, and I want some definition, so you go to the bridge pickup. But there's a lot that has to do with tone regarding placement. The closer you are to the bridge, the more likely your pickup is to get those smaller harmonics, those faster frequencies, and a little less of the fundamental frequency. As you get toward the middle of the string, and if you're playing up here, this is the middle of the string, getting the fundamental when I'm up high, mine has to be here, where fret 23 and 24 would meet. And that's why my guitars have 22 frets, because I consider it so important, the placement. And the placement also allows me to do things like combine the pickups. Remember, here's the humbucking, the bridge position, and here's the neck position. Combine them, it's very clean and neutral, without that honky interaction that you can hear on a lot of guitars when the pickups are closer. The meat and potatoes of my playing is right there with those two pickups. So you get extra high end when you distort something. So how do you handle that if you're playing with a distorted sound and you want to turn down the volume on your guitar? Well, usually it gets more dull. So what I do, I'm not touching any pedal. Just bring down the volume. Bring down the volume. Switch to my trusty single coil pickup. I can play clean stuff with a very distorted. Without changing anything except the pickups. song TexUS is TexUS, something I wrote just thinking about the vibe of Eric Johnson. Kind of straight ahead rock tunes with melodic playing, something that exemplified what he did and what kind of the common thread that we both were interested in. Eric and I, we met when he was doing gigs and the Dregs were doing gigs at the same place in Louisiana and Texas. And anyway, I thought the guy was amazing, great touch and feel, and got so much of his tone out of his playing approach. So anyway, we became friends. This was decades and decades ago. And so the song TexUS, when he would play, I would, be going. Then it was he'll slow. This is where my single coil pickup comes and saves the day, is I can go from that to, and keep a sparse profile. So I turn down, reduce the distortion, reduce the effective volume, and add a little high end by going to the single coil pickup. And most importantly, I reduce the number of notes I'm playing while somebody else has the spotlight. When I first started playing, my first electric guitar it just sounded horrible. And I couldn't figure out how these guys on the record sounded so good. I mean, there was nothing I could do to make it sound good. I mean, I tried everything. I took my guitar apart. I pasted the fuzz tone circuit boards. I couldn't quite get it to happen. But it turns out, if you have these pickups and at least one volume control and at least one tone control, the clean is so clean. And the distortion is so smooth. So having these tools makes the music part easier. You still got to come up with good music somehow, but definitely having the tools available makes it so much easier.